welcome to Cloakemeeple Rewind. In Rewind, I'm going to go back in time and look at a review that I did over a year ago or more and revisit the game and see how it has changed in my views, see if any expansions have made the game better or worse, or see if I've actually even played the game. So for my first rewind is I am revisiting a Dungeon Roll. This was my very first review I ever did. If you want to read the review, you can read the review right here. If you didn't get that, you can actually click down in the link. I will link back to my original review, which at the time I wasn't doing video reviews. I was only doing written reviews, and then I got into the videos later on. But Dungeon Roll was one of my very first, or was my very first review that I did, because I really liked the game. As I said in my original review, that this was the very first Kickstarter I ever backed. And I haven't been disappointed. I still have the Mimic box. Everything's still intact. The components, the dice are really good. I only had one die that had a little bit of a little paint mistake, but it doesn't break the game at all or anything. I've heard some people complain about the hinge on the box, because you actually do use the box, you put the treasures inside here, and it does hinge and stuff. And I've heard some people complain about their box starting to break down. That hasn't been the case for me. So either I just have really gentle players, or maybe I'm just not playing it enough. But I really do enjoy Dungeon Roll. It is a great, quick game. It does get requests for play for whenever we have a large group of people and we just need a quick, little pickup game in between games, because it doesn't take very long. It can play with any amount of players, and it's super easy to learn, super easy to play and get through. For expansions, as I said, I have the Kickstarter version, which came with one expansion, so it came with more heroes. There was a winter expansion that I did purchase, and I've yet to play with the winter characters. They play a little differently, and the treasure's a little different, and I just haven't felt like mixing them into the original box here. So I've never actually played with the winter heroes. But other than that, Dungeon Roll still is a fantastic game. I still recommend it. I've seen it in some Barnes & Nobles. I think I've even seen it in Books A Million, but I know Barnes & Nobles for sure has it, or you could buy it anywhere that you purchase games. Preferably, you should always do your local friendly local game store, FLGS. So you should always try to support them. But yeah, Dungeon Roll still is a great game. It does come out not as often as it did when I first got it, obviously, but it is still played quite often. So Dungeon Roll is still holding true to my original review. Didn't mean to rhyme that.